guys, it's been a busy week for you, I suppose. Like, you've just released your new album, like.
Yeah, it's been a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So our album Just to Exist came out on Friday, and then we had our biggest ever show in Dublin the next day in the National Stadium, which was pretty amazing.
We played in Tower Records in Dublin as well on the day of the release. Then it was the stadium show.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
as
been fun.
weeks go, that's been a pretty awesome week for you.
It was a pretty good one, yeah.
So tell us about the new album and how it differs from the first one. Obviously, James Vincent McMorrow is now heavily involved. Did you decide to go with like a different vibe and a different sound? And if so, is that like important to you that you wanted to distinguish between the two albums?
Yeah, well, I think we definitely didn't want to repeat the first album.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really an option, and then it took us a bit of time to figure out what that direction was.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess when James got involved, he had the vision, I'd say.
Yeah, he was instrumental in our in the sound of this album, just because he plays on it and he co-wrote the songs as well.
Yes.
So we brought him a bunch of kind of half-shaped songs, and he filled in the blanks. So like his sound is all over it as well.
Yeah,
Lovely.
he kind of joined All Twins for a couple of months. Yeah.
So he's the latest member.
We had him, now he's gone. He's gone on to do better things.
Back to being him.
One of the tracks that I'm loving at the moment, and we're playing a lot actually, is Hell of a Party. I particularly like, when it goes do-do-do. That's my like technical part in the whole music process.
It's kind of spooky, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's cool. It's different.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah. So how did that all come about?
That was the first track that James kind of approached us with, and was just like, I think this is kind of the vibe of. I think as soon as me and Connor heard it, we were just like,
Yeah, cool.
that's what our band should sound like.
Yeah, because he emailed us a couple of demos, and out of the three, we didn't pursue the other ones, but that was the one that stuck out, and it had that little riff,
Do-do-do.
and he was kind of singing along with it as well. So initially, I think it was the idea to be the chorus, and for me to sing along with that melody, and then I couldn't because it was not in the key that I could sing well. So I was like, yeah, I'll sing something else over it.
Okay, that's fair enough. What, personally for you guys, is your favourite song off the album?
For me, it's a track called I Heard You.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it. I just think it's a really good song, and I just like the whole atmosphere of it.
For me, it is a song called No One Has Any Fun. But yeah, we have Circa Richardson singing on it as well with us. And it's just a lovely song that I wouldn't have thought would have fit us. A year, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have thought it would be for us. We wrote it kind of not thinking what it was for. And yeah, the fact that it is us kind of makes me proud that we can kind of change that much.
Lovely, I love it. Is there anyone you're dying to collaborate, particularly in the Irish music scene, that you're like, yes, next time we go back into the studio after doing loads of work and touring with this album, we need to get that person involved this time?
There's definitely so many people that like we respect and stuff, but I think at the minute, maybe after collaborating with James, we kind of want to get back to just us two.
Otherwise, Bono, so you get that royalty money.
Good idea.
Yeah, he's dying to be on the next All Twins track.
You heard it here first.
You never know, he could be watching right now. Hi Bono. So you're going to be playing Irish Independent Park, right, which is a pretty big deal. The Coronas would be there. Sigrid will be there. I interviewed her a few months back. She's lovely if you haven't met her before. How excited are you?
Yeah, can't wait. I mean, now that the record's out, it's cool for us because we can kind of change up the set with like new tracks, and
Yes.
yeah, hopefully it's just going to be like a really nice summer day and a bit of a party.
Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to it. All the things that I said. Also, do some Sigrid covers.
Ooh.
No, we're not. Just thought I'd say that.
So what are your plans for the rest of the summer? Tell us what kind of gigs you have coming up.
We're doing a couple of festivals. We're playing in Galway with Two Door Cinema Club, and then playing Independence on Saturday night on the main stage.
Lovely.
And then we have our own regional tour in October.
All Twins, thank you very much. Before I let you go, I always kind of do this thing with people because they call me Izzy Show Busy. I need you to tell me something that you have going on. Could be like 6 months down the road now, but just give us a little inkling as to something that you have coming up that you can't really tell us too much about at the moment, but give us something that you can put out there and kind of tease us about.
We're going to be playing
What album?
a pretty well-known venue in Cork, this year sometime. Is that hot goss that we haven't announced?
Oh, really? For reals?
Yeah.
All Twins, thank
Cool.
you so much.
Thanks very much. Cheers.